Imagine spending your whole life filling a giant water tank. You work. You save. You skip things. You invest for decades. And one day, you finally look at the tank and say, I did it. There's $2 million in here. But then retirement begins and suddenly you find out there's a leak, a tax valve, a healthcare drain, and a giant mistake almost nobody warned you about. So the question is not, can $2 million last? The real question is, how much of that $2 million is actually yours and how do you stop the system from quietly draining it? Because a lot of people think $2 million means they've arrived. What they don't realize is this. A big number can still break if it's built the wrong way. Hey, I'm Elon. And on this channel, we talk about money in a way that actually makes sense. No fake guru hype. No confusing financial language for no reason. Just the truth, broken down simply. Today, we're talking about one of the biggest retirement illusions people believe. That having $2 million means you're automatically safe. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it absolutely does not. Because retirement is not just about how much money you have. It's about how that money is taxed, how you withdraw it, when you use it, what mistakes can damage it, and whether your plan is built to survive real life. So let's break the whole thing open. Let's start with the first big truth. If your $2 million is sitting mostly inside a traditional retirement account, that does not mean you have $2 million ready to spend. Why? Because the government is standing next to the account with its hand out. A traditional 401k is not tax-free money. It is tax-delayed money. That means for years, your balance grows and looks bigger and bigger, but when the money comes out later, taxes show up. So the number on the screen is not the same as the money in your real life. That's the first illusion. A lot of people see $2 million and think, I'm rich. But after taxes? That may feel much closer to something like $1.4 million to $1.6 million of real usable wealth, depending on the situation. That is a huge difference. And if no one teaches you to think this way before retirement starts, you can accidentally build your whole plan around a fantasy number. Not a fake number, but an incomplete one. And incomplete math is dangerous. Now I want to give you the mental model for this whole video. Do not think of your retirement money as a giant pile of cash. Think of it as a fruit tree. A healthy tree. A tree that gives fruit every year. The fruit is your growth. Your dividends. Your returns. Your compounding. And retirement is supposed to work like this. You pick the fruit but you do not chop down the tree. That's the game. Not spend the pile, but harvest carefully so the tree keeps feeding you. Now here's the danger. When people get scared in retirement, especially during bad markets, they stop picking fruit and start cutting branches. That means they start selling parts of the tree during the worst possible time. And once a branch is gone, the future fruit from that branch is gone too. That's why retirement mistakes are often not about being lazy or stupid. They're about not understanding the difference between living from the fruit and destroying the tree. So let's make this practical. A common rule people hear is the 4% rule. That means if you have $2 million, you might withdraw around 4% a year. That gives you $80,000 per year, or about $6,666 per month before taxes. Sounds great, right? But now reality steps in. If taxes take a chunk and health costs take another chunk and other retirement expenses show up, your actual usable monthly spending power may look much more like $5,200 to $5,800 per month, depending on how your money is structured. Let's call it about $5,500 to keep it simple. Now, is that rich? No. Is that panic level poor? Also no. It is something in the middle. A solid retirement lifestyle for many people if the house is under control and the plan is built well. That can cover housing costs, food, insurance, transportation, travel, utilities, basic fun, and a little breathing room. So yes, $2 million can absolutely work. But only if the machine underneath it is built properly. Because the difference between comfortable and stressed is often not the size of the account. It's the structure. Now we need to talk about the danger almost nobody explains clearly. And this is one of the most important parts of the whole video. Most people think the biggest retirement risk is picking bad investments, or inflation, or a market crash. Those are real risks. But there is another one that quietly destroys retirement plans all the time. It's this: being forced to sell your investments when the market is down. This is where people accidentally turn a temporary problem into a permanent wound. Imagine retirement starts. Then the market crashes. Your account balance falls hard. But you still need money to live. So what do? You start selling investments at lower prices. That means you are not just losing value on paper. You are locking in the damage. Then when the market recovers later, you own less of it than before. So even though the market heals, your retirement plan never fully catches back up. That is one of the biggest hidden killers in retirement. Not bad investing. Bad timing forced by withdrawals. And that problem has a very powerful solution. The solution is simple. Build a cash buffer before retirement starts. Think of it like this. If your investment tree has a bad winter, you need stored food in the house so you don't have to start burning the furniture. That's what a cash buffer is. It is money set aside in something stable and easy to reach. Usually about 1 to 2 years of living expenses. So if you expect to spend around $80,000 a year, your buffer might be around $160,000. This money is not there to make you rich. It is there to protect you from doing something destructive when markets get ugly. If the market falls hard in your first years of retirement, you live off the buffer. You do not cut into the tree. You give the tree time to recover. That one move can make an enormous difference over time. Because retirement success is often less about maximizing returns and more about avoiding damage during the worst moments. Now let's talk about a trap that punches a lot of early retirees in the face. Healthcare. If you retire before 65, you are not on Medicare yet. That means you may need private health insurance. And people often wildly underestimate what that costs. Premiums alone can be huge. Then come deductibles, co-pays, out-of-pocket limits, unexpected medical years. And suddenly a retirement budget that looked comfortable in a spreadsheet starts feeling much tighter in real life. This is why early retirement can be much more expensive than people expect. Not because retired life is luxurious. Because health coverage in that gap period can be brutal. So if someone says, "I'm retiring at 60 with $2 million, I'm fine," the next question should be, did you price the health gap correctly? Because if the answer is no, the plan may not be as strong as it looks. Now here's another lever that can change everything. When you claim Social Security, a lot of people take it as early as possible. Why? Because they think, I might as well take the money now. But delaying Social Security can dramatically increase what you receive later. And that matters. Because if you delay and get a bigger check later, your portfolio doesn't have to work as hard forever. Yes, you may spend a little more from investments in the early years. But later, the bigger Social Security income reduces pressure on the tree. That means fewer withdrawals. More room for growth. Less stress on the system. And for married couples, this can matter even more, because survivor benefits are tied to the larger benefit. So this is not just a timing choice. It can be a long-term income multiplier. Not for everyone. But for many people, It is one of the most powerful moves available. And the mistake is treating it like a small footnote. It's not. It can change hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Now let's talk about something most people ignore until it's too late. Where the money sits. Two people can both have $2 million. But if one person has it all in one type of account, and the other person has it spread across multiple tax buckets, they do not have the same retirement. One person has fewer options. The other person has control. That control matters because it lets you decide where to withdraw from, how much taxable income to show, how to reduce tax damage, and how to protect subsidy opportunities or lower brackets. That is huge. Because retirement is not just about how much you built. It is about how flexible the machine becomes when it is time to use it. Flexibility is power. And people who ignore that usually pay for it later. So let's put it all together. Can $2 million fund retirement? Yes. Absolutely. But not automatically. Not blindly. And not in the cartoon version people imagine. Because $2 million is not a magic shield. It is a system. And systems only work when the parts work together. The taxes. The withdrawal rate. The cash buffer. The healthcare gap. The social security strategy. The account structure. The emotional behavior during bad years. If those pieces are smart, $2 million can be very strong. If those pieces are sloppy, $2 million can feel much smaller than expected. That's the truth most people never hear. Not because it's impossible to understand. Because simple fantasy sells better than detailed truth. So here's the big message. $2 million is not the finish line. It is not the trophy. It is not the moment where thinking stops. It is the moment where smart decisions matter even more. Because now the game changes. You are no longer just building the tree. Now you have to protect it, harvest it, and make sure it keeps feeding your life for decades. And if you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. Pick the fruit. Don't chop the tree. If this changed the way you think about retirement, subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't just talk about money. We explain the hidden mechanics behind it, the stuff most people never get told clearly. And in the comments, tell me this. Do you think most people overestimate what $2 million really means in retirement?